What's up, Spikes? Jim here, coming at you from Spike Beaters HQ. Today, this is kind of a cool one. We're sitting in early January, I think is when we plan on releasing this, and we just wanted to think back over 2024. We did a lot of pre-con episodes, and we wanted to give some of our favorites some time to shine. So we put it to our patrons. We said, what did you like the most? What's the coolest pre-con of 2024? That's the question that we're going to answer today. Before we get into that, I want to thank our sponsors, GameGenic. They help support the show. They give us money to make this stuff for you. So thank GameGenic, because we do often. We also want to thank Burrito Splendido. They fed the Spikes today. They brought us a whole burrito platter that we're going to crack into a little later on in the day.
Excited.
So I'm very excited about it. Fresh pressed, well-dressed Burrito Splendido.
Ooh, that's good.
That's
their tagline. It is. It's on the billboard.
Yeah. So we're going to launch right into it. Today I am playing T-Wise Mothman. This is my favorite deck from the Fallout series, which was my favorite Universes Beyond set of 2024, which is really cool. It's a Sultai deck. It does some mutate stuff. Mutate? No, it doesn't do mutate. It does
counters.
It has mutants. It's called the Mutant Menace. And it does rad counters, and it does milling, and it does +1/+1 counters on stuff with proliferation.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Jan, and I am playing Valgavoth, Harrow of Souls, the newest addition to the 2024 Commander roster, as long as some other ones. It is the what I hope to inflict on my good friends is endless punishment. It's a Rakdos like lifesteal, not even lifesteal, just like everybody's gonna lose life and I'm gonna benefit. Standard Rakdos procedure, walk in, sign the thing, dot your I's, cross your T's, all that nonsense. If you've seen one if you've seen one Rakdos, you've seen all the Rakdoses.
Pay half your life, draw 4 cards.
I think the plural of Rakdos is Rakdai.
Rakdees.
Rakdees.
Nope. No. We're gonna get demonetized.
I heard it too. I was like, nope. Okay.
Resist. Almost got that one. Hello, I'm Bill from the Spike Feeders, and today I'm going to be playing Squirreled Away. This is one of the Bloomborough precons, headed up by Hazel of the Root Bloom. This is a squirrel token deck. I make squirrels. I throw squirrels at people. I sacrifice them for value. I eat my own kind. Rack D's. Elliot, what do you got?
I'm Elliot, and I'm playing the Eldrazi Incursion precon. This is the secretly 6-color one with the Devoid and all 5 colors, helmed by Ulalek, Fused Atrocity. And because Bill's playing squirrels, we get to answer the question: how many squirrels do you need to kill Emrakul?
Yeah,
I can't play Emrakul because it's banned. But I'm going to play some other big dudes, hopefully.
And hopefully I'll kill them with squirrels.
Nope.
On that note, we are going to crack into our Psychic Pros.
Jim took over the intro because I cannot be trusted, but I actually did win the die roll, so I'm going first. Any pre-game actions?
Oh, God, I wish I could put this into play turn 0.
Yeah.
I'm going to draw. And I'm going to play probably one of the best lands in this deck on turn 1, Eldrazi Temple.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
Well, that's a good one.
I thought he just said Gemstone Cavern.
Cool.
Draw card. Play the swamp and pass.
All right, I'm going to draw this card. I'm going to play this mountain and pass.
Draw.
That's better.
Ooh.
I'm better.
Swamp.
I'm
Tap
better.
the swamp. Skull Clan.
You lose, Elliot.
That's better than my whole deck, maybe. Yeah. Draw for turn. It's actually an interesting question, but I'm going to play an island, and then I'm going to play Talisman of Curiosity. Curiouser and curiouser. I will pass the turn.
Okay. I'll draw a card. I'm going to play this Drowned Catacomb untapped, because that's just how I roll.
Good deck building.
Yeah. I'm going to play this Talisman of Curiosity.
Oh.
And I'll pass.
No, wait.
Mine's better.
Draw. Maybe I'll draw my Talisman of Curiosity.
Oh, that would be curious.
Yeah,
That's
curious.
This was a very aggressive draw. I want to play this Blackleaf Cliff.
You may. It's also good deck building.
It is good deck building. Then I'm going to play the greatest top deck in Commander, just Soul Ring.
Oh,
Okay.
Busted.
And a Lightning Ruse.
Okay.
Shoes. Go ahead. I will equip it to my sword.
Got some shoes. Draw. I'm gonna play a forest, and with my Golgari mana, I will play a Golgari Signet. Pass.
clamp the signet.
Oh, yeah.
Untap. Draw. I will play this Temple of Silence. Scry 1. Jerry's sleeping. I'm gonna put that on the bottom. I think we're not doing that this game. And then heavily featured in the last time Bill played this deck as well, Glaring Flesh Raker.
That card's going to do some damage.
This card is really good. It's just a 2/2, but when I cast a colorless spell, I make a 1/1, an 0/1 Eldrazi spawn that can be sacked for a colorless, and whenever another colorless creature ETBs under my control, it deals 1 damage to each opponent.
Okay.
I will pass the turn.
Card's really good.
Untap. Draw a card. I'm going to tap 3, going to 39 to cast this Tato Farmer.
Ooh.
This is a 1/4, and it says whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, I can get 2 rad counters. Then I can tap it to put a land in a graveyard that was milled this turn onto the battlefield under my control, tapped.
Interesting.
Then I'd like to play this Terramorphic Expanse. Trigger landfall.
God, it's broken.
You got 2 rads.
I'm going to get 2 rads. Then I think I'm just going to crack it. Off the Terramorphic Expanse, I'm going to get this island, trigger Tato Farmer again, bringing me up to 4 rads.
4 radiation.
Then I'll pass.
Dang.
Wow.
Did you say 2 radly?
I did.
I didn't
Yeah.
catch
2
that.
rad.
That's
There
pretty
you
good.
go.
Yeah, he unfortunately did. Yeah.
I'm going to play this Command Tower. I'm going to tap 2. And I'm going to play a Thought Vessel, because I would like to draw cards. Then I would like to pay 3, and I would like to cast the first rack die of the game, Valgavoth, Howler of Souls. So flying, ward, pay 2 life, and whenever an opponent loses life for the first time during each of their turns, put a 1/1 counter on Valgavoth and draw a card.
Okay.
Rad-
That's going to interact poorly with rad and this.
No,
No,
this
it doesn't.
This not, this
Yeah,
does.
rad-
Yeah.
rad-
Here's a
rad-
problem.
My
Yeah,
turn,
yeah,
yes,
okay.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to put shoes on this weird moth demon.
Uh-huh. That's
Is it
not
a moth?
great.
I don't know. He's like,
No,
it's
an
not.
elder
It's an elder demon,
He's-
but like,
he's a
look
guy.
at his
That's a moth.
wings. And,
Yeah.
yeah,
And you've never
that's
seen
an
a moth
insect.
before?
That's an
Insect
insect.
mutant.
This is look when he goes through puberty, he becomes this.
It's Valgavoth.
Yeah,
called-
moth.
It's not puberty, it's metamorphosis.
Yes, metamorphosis.
Me too.
So anyway, the point is he's wearing shoes,
Wow, shoot.
and I'm not even going to attack. I'm just going to pass the turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting. I'll draw. I'm going to play this Twilight Mire as my land for the turn, and then I'm going to tap 4 mana to bring Hazel out to play. So Hazel is a 4-mana 3/5 with tap, pay 2 life. I can tap X untapped tokens I control to add X mana in any combination of colors. And then at the beginning of my end step, I create a token that's a copy of target token I control. If that token is a squirrel, I instead create 2 copies of it. And I'll pass.
Draw. I will play Brushland as my land for turn. I kind of want to play Ulalek, obviously, but I actually think my play is going to be 2 mana for an Arcane Signet, and then
Colorless spell.
it is.
spell,
I was
yep.
thinking it's not an Eldrazi, but yes, 1 colorless spell makes 1 spawn. It deals 1 damage to each of my opponents. That's powerful. Yeah. And then I'll pay 4, spending 2 colorless here for Inversion Behemoth.
Colorless spell.
Colorless spell
That's gonna
makes another
2 each.
Yeah, 2 total. And then Inversion Behemoth is a 2/9 and says at the beginning of combat on my turn, switch the power and toughness of each of any number of target creatures until end of turn. Go to combat. No, I misclicked. I will just pass the turn.
Okay. I'll untap. I will draw a card. We'll resolve our rads. I'll mill 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 2 lands. What does it care about? Non-creature?
Non-land.
Non-land. Okay. So 2 non-lands. I will lose 2 rads, take 2 damage. And those will go in my graveyard.
And then Valgavoth will trigger to get a counter, and I will draw a card.
I'm going to take a damage off the talisman again.
36. Oh no,
33.
33.
I took life away from Jan, which is how it should be.
I mean,
He's a father.
I'm a father.
I'm going to cast Tireless Tracker.
Oh.
Landfall.
He's popping off.
Yeah, it's a
Right.
landfall deck. Did you not know?
Oh, okay.
Then I'm going to farm some potatoes and put nesting grounds onto the battlefield. Trigger.
Yummy.
I would like to take 2 rad counters and investigate. Then, I guess I'm going to play my land.
Yeah, you
It's going to be Temple of False God.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah, that's a pretty good
No
one.
way. when
When me and your mom
2 more landfalls.
2 more landfalls, go up to 6 rad and 2 clues.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the temple can crack a clue.
Oh, it's so good.
So good.
I don't think I'm going to do that right now, though. I'm just going to pass.
Cool.
wow.
Everybody's doing a lot on their turns.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe I should also do a lot.
I haven't done much.
All right. I am going to tap for a black and a red and 2 colorless, and I'm going to play the second rack die of the day, Mayhem Devil.
Ooh.
Sacrifice is a permanent.
I'm going to respond to that. I'd like to crack a clue. Draw a card.
Your tireless tracker gets a little bigger.
It does get a
Slightly.
little bit bigger. I will
Just a little
put
tiny bit.
1+1+1 counter on it.
Gets a little stronger.
It feels like the rack die have things for everyone. Does this resolve?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'll spend my other colorless and a black to cast a Bloodseeker. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, I may have that player lose a life.
Oh no.
God.
The token
This is all
deck.
very bad for
The token
us.
deck and the Fleshraker dislike this. You would.
I think for the purpose of longevity, we're going to put the shoes on this vampire.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I don't care about this demon moth. Yeah, I think I'll just pass.
Well, time to take damage for taking game actions, because my commander also makes me pay 2 life. Draw. I'm going to play the Swamp as my land for the turn. I think I'm going to start doing some things that hopefully help me out later on. I'm going to tap 3, including a green, to play Chitter Splitter, which is an artifact. At the beginning of my upkeep, I can sacrifice a token. If I do, I put an acorn counter on it. Squirrels I control get +1/+1 for each acorn counter on it, and I can pay green, tap it to create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. I tapped slightly wrong for this, but it's actually totally fine. I'm going to activate my Golgari Signet using the green to activate Chitter Splitter, and I'm going to create a squirrel, which I believe makes me take a damage.
It does. It's a loss of life.
If he chooses.
I choose.
Yeah. I'll go to 36.
I choose you, Bill.
We're in a free fall though, because I'm going to activate Hazel,
draw this card.
paying 2 life, going to 34, tapping the squirrel to add a green, and I'm going to play this Squirrel Sovereign, which gives other squirrels I control +1/+1.
I'd like you
I'm
to use
take
another
another damage,
33.
Then I'm going to move to the end of my turn, activate Hazel, and create 2 squirrel tokens.
2 more.
Yeah, 31.
31. Holy.
Yep.
You weren't kidding about being in a
And
free fall.
I'll pass.
Untap. Draw for turn. I don't think this needs to be more complicated. 1, 2, 3 colorless, 4 colorless, and a blue. Cast Ulalek.
Trigger.
Oh,
Whoa.
He's got cast.
It's a
triggers.
colorless spell.
Yeah.
So this makes a thing. This enters.
trigger.
Okay.
29 for me.
I go to 39, and then each of you lose 2 life for each of these entering.
I'll draw a card.
And I actually lose another one if you want me to, because the Ulalek is entering.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah, absolutely.
38.
Go to fix step. Nothing happening here. Nothing suspicious that I needed this talisman explicitly for or anything. Go to combat.
Mhm.
Trigger Inversion Behemoth. I will make the Inversion Behemoth a 9/2, and that is it. I will attack Jan with the 9/2.
The 9/2.
I like that. I like that a lot. Cosigned.
I mean, I'll take 9.
Okay.
Ooh.
26.
26.
Okay. Pass a turn.
Okay. I'm going to untap. In my pre-combat main, I'm going to mill 6.
Draw
for my red
first. You
counters.
draw
Oh, I
first.
draw.
Yeah, important.
I will draw, and I'll mill 6.
Yep.
It's a forest, a Piper Right, an island, an Inspiring Call, the Master Transcendent, and a Woodland Cemetery.
So 3.
3.
Yes.
28.
Okay, so sorry. I resolve my rad triggers.
So you lose life. This goes on the stack.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's all we've got.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, stack's empty.
Yep.
I think so.
Cool. I'm going to activate Tato Farmer to put this Woodland Cemetery onto the battlefield.
Tapped.
I control a swamp. Oh, it enters tapped.
Yeah.
You got it.
Mhm.
Tireless Tracker trigger. I will make a clue.
You can get some more rad if you want as well.
I think I will.
Sampled it. It's,
Yeah, why not?
I
it's a
think I
fine
will.
vintage.
It is a fine vintage.
These potatoes are.
Evolving Wilds.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Trigger Tireless Tracker. Trigger. Give myself a rad counter. I've got 7 now.
Holy smokes.
Crack the Evolving Wilds. Can I get a forest off the Evolving Wilds? Trigger.
That's also tapped, you big cheater.
It
Come on
is
now.
Also tapped.
But at this point,
Trigger.
Trigger. I will make a
4.
clue, and I will give myself another 2 rad.
9.
Let's go green, blue, black, colorless. Cast T-Wise Mothman.
okay,
When it enters or attacks, everybody gets a rad counter.
okay.
There's 1 rad for you, and 1 rad for you, and 1 rad for you.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Oh, gee, thanks.
I'm gonna use the red dice because I'm a rackadai.
Oh, because
The
you're
rad
You
rad.
can have. It's close to colorless.
Oh.
Not that you can.
It's also.
I was
a
like, what are you
color
trying
that
to say?
I think that's going to be it for me. I will pass.
Nice. All right, I'm gonna untap. I've drawn so many cards.
Yeah. You draw first.
Yeah, draw
Yeah,
first.
draw first.
Then pre-combat main.
Pre-combat main, you mill 1.
Smell the 1. My Temple of the False God.
Oh.
And my 3
a
lands.
Yep.
So you don't lose life, you keep the rad.
Yes.
That was milled this turn. You could have gotten a second Temple of the False God.
Yeah.
I'll just keep playing fun cards.
Have you played a fun card yet?
Wow.
That's messed up. Well, specifically all of this for me sucks.
Well, good news, Bill.
That vessel's cool.
Good news, Bill. And for my 3rd rack die
Oh my
of the
God.
game, I would like to cast Kadur Doom Scourge.
Oh, that builds everything?
This is
Yes.
really good, isn't
When
it?
it enters the battlefield, until my next turn, creatures my opponent's control attack each combat if able, and attack a player other than me if able.
Uh-oh.
And then whenever an attacking creature dies, each opponent loses 1 life and I gain 1 life.
Clappies?
You got anything that flies, Elliot?
No, sir.
I would like for you to take 8.
Oh, that's a lot.
30.
You attacked me for 9.
I did. You know what? It's only fair.
He's probably going to do it again.
8.
Oh, I guess I
That's
can't this turn.
8.
And that
No.
triggers Valgavoth, right?
No, it's
it-
whenever
it's-
opponent lose life on their turn.
On their turn.
Yeah.
And it's not Elliot's turn.
It is not currently.
It could be.
Yes, but I would like for it to be Bill's turn.
Oh,
So I'm going to let Bill have the turn.
I would also like for it to be my
Can I
turn.
read this?
Absolutely.
Block. I'm going to filibuster Bill's turn.
Next turn, creatures are
There's Azor's Elocutors,
Yeah.
which gets filibuster,
Gets
counters,
filibuster counters.
which is sick. Big fan. All right, I'm gonna tap. I have nothing. I have actually 1 trigger during my upkeep, which is the Chitter Splitter. I will sacrifice
There's
a
no
token.
L. You keep saying splitter. It is spitter.
Chitter Spitter. Well, it splits it into an acorn.
Yes. Also triggers Mayhem Devil.
Yes.
Yes.
Deal 1 to any target.
Any target.
Target.
I'm going to deal 1 to Elliot.
Nice.
Yeah, Elliot's been dealing a lot of 1s to me, so I
20.
gotta.
It's not me, actually. It's the Glaring Fleshraker.
Well, good news.
I draw a card, then beginning pre-combat main, mill 1. It is a Ravenous Squirrel.
That's an on-land
I would
card.
have liked that, so I will lose a life.
28.
I will trigger Valgavoth.
28.
And T-Wise Mothman gets a counter because you milled an on-land card.
Yeah.
I'm going to tap a green to activate Chitter Splitter.
But then it doesn't have an equal. Oh, no, it does.
It still does. Yeah, and then I'm going to make
That card's good.
a squirrel, which unfortunately triggers the thing.
I'd
So
like
I
for you
will
to
go
lose your life.
to 27.
27?
Then I'm going to immediately go to 25, tapping 3 tokens to add 3 mana. I'm going to add just green mana. I'm going to use that on this Scurry of Squirrels.
Ooh, Myriad.
Yeah, 3 mana 2/2 with Myriad.
That's
and
a
then
thing?
whenever this deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature I control.
Bloodseeker.
Bloodseeker again.
Yeah.
24.
Free.
This is a painful game.
This is a very painful game. I'm going to tap a swamp to put the skull clamp on the scurry of squirrels.
Sure.
Just
So
as
it's a 4/2.
it's a 4/1.
4/1.
No, it's 4/2.
Oh yeah, because it has +1/+1 and
Oh, it's
+1/+1.
a 5/3.
Woo, this thing's huge. You know what? I'm gonna do this now. I'm not gonna mask off Beastmaster Ascension.
What?
I'm only attacking with one creature this turn, and next turn
That's
I'm
not what I'm
attacking.
worried about.
Next turn I'm attacking Jan.
Fair.
I'm gonna move to combat. This is goaded. Elliot, I will attack you for 3.
I will block with my 2/5.
Beautiful, amazing, elegant.
Teamwork.
I'm going to move to the end of my turn, trigger Hazel, make 2 more squirrels, lose 2 more life. And that's it for me.
Alrighty. I'm untapping here.
Apologies.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Beastmaster Ascension.
Very importante.
Sorry, I think life total correction. I tapped my talisman for green last turn, didn't take a damage. I'm at 27.
27?
27.
Sure.
No worries.
I believe you. Draw for turn. Rad this one. It is a land.
Okay.
So no damage. The rad stays. I have a basic planes. I'd like to boot it into booter drive.
Oh, good.
4, 5, 6, 7. So sacrificing an Eldrazi spawn, trigger
Mayhem
Mayhem
Devil.
Devil.
Yep. 1 to anything.
Ooh, interesting. Well, I mean, it's going to be Elliot.
Yeah, it's got to be, right?
Okay. I go to 28.
28.
Trigger.
Yeah, Valgavoth trigger.
I have 7 mana, if I did my math right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including a red. I would like to cast this hideous Taskmaster.
What does that one do?
So a couple things. The first thing it does is when I cast it, for each opponent, I gain control of up to 1 target creature that player controls until end of turn. Untap those creatures. They gain Trample, Haste, and Annihilator 1. It has Trample, Haste, and Annihilator 1. Is a 7/2. It'll also trigger this on cast to make a 0/1, but I'm going to hold priority with both of those on the stack to pay into Ulalek to copy both of them.
Yeah.
So
I don't think you're dying. You might be winning.
I don't know, but I'm booting it into booter drive, that's
Yeah.
for sure. So I've got 2 Glaring Flesh Rakers, which makes 2 Eldrazi spawns. Each of you take 2.
Okay.
Okay.
22.
Jan's got triggers too.
Yeah, you're going to
Yes.
take 4.
Okay. Then it also copies the cast trigger of the Hideous Taskmaster. So I have 2 steals from each opponent.
Yes.
I would like them to be Tireless Tracker, Mothman, Valgavoth, Mayhem Devil, Scurry of Squirrels, Hazel.
Okay. Are you paying the 2 life?
Yes.
22.
Okay.
Hang on. I might want to crack the clue, because then if I don't die, then Tireless Tracker is just bigger on my turn. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I will crack the clue in response. Trigger Mayhem Devil.
Yeah.
Probably just me again.
Yeah.
21.
I'll draw a card off the clue, trigger Tireless Tracker. Then I'll pass priority on the rest of the triggers.
Same.
Okay. I will steal some things. Importantly,
Here, you can use my board.
yeah. It untaps the Hazel. This is mine
that's
as
yours.
well. The Mayhem Devil, and it untaps the Valgavoth. Holy smokes. Then, for some reason, it also copies all spells. So I get a copy of Hideous Taskmaster as well. So I've got 2 7/2s there. And importantly, a couple of these things are not affected by the Carder. Namely, my 2 Taskmasters, Bill's Scurry, and Jan's creatures.
Correct.
So that is my hope on potentially killing Jan. So let's see here. I'm gonna go into the tank on combat math, and we'll come back when I've figured it out. For my next trick, just in case this math was not easy enough, I'm going to pay 2 life, go down to 19, and tap all 4 of these, I guess, to add 4 black, and then sack another one to overload this Eldritch immunity.
You also have a trigger from Mayhem Devil.
Yes. Okay, so I'll deal 1 to Jan, I guess. 23.
I've been betrayed by my record.
The Eldritch Immunity is a colorless spell, so it'll make another spawn and deal 1 more to each of you.
And then you'll lose 1.
I'll lose 1 to the Blood Seeker. Yeah. And the Eldritch Immunity says Overload, and then creatures I control gain protection from each color until end of turn.
Okay.
Okay, so it can't block anything.
So unblockable.
Yep.
Beginning of combat. Inversion Behemoth trigger. He will make himself a 9/2. He will make Ulalek a 5/2. And then I'm going to go to attacks. Jan, you are at 23.
Correct.
I would like to...
I'm at 22.
22.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would like to attack you for 22 with these 3 unblockable creatures.
Okay.
Bill, you are at 19.
Yes.
I would like to attack you for 9 plus 7 is 16 plus 3 is 19 with these 3 unblockable creatures. Jim, I would like to attack you for the rest, which I believe is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay.
There's a myriad trigger here.
Okay.
So there's actually 2 additional scurry of squirrels attacking each Jan and Bill.
Yes.
Okay.
But they are not protectioned and unblockable and stuff.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, I'll have you lose an additional 4 life.
Yes, 14.
14. And then we've
Plus
got
some
Annihilator
Annihilators,
triggers on combat.
Yes. So Jim, you have 3 of them.
Yep.
Jan, you have 1. Bill, you have... No, sorry. Jan, you have 2.
Okay.
Bill, you have 2.
I will sack 3 clues. Trigger Mayhem Devil 3 times.
Shoot you in the face 3 times.
Yep. Go to 21.
I'm going to get rid of these.
Shoot Jim 2 more times.
Go to
I
19.
had 2 or I had 1?
2. From the Mayhem Devil and the Cop of the Hideous Taskmaster.
I'm going to sacrifice my skull clamp. And my Golgari signet.
Shoot Jim 2 more times.
Take another 2. I'll go to 17.
Okay.
I guess blocks, if you guys would like. These are 2 2/2s or whatever.
Yeah, I'll block them
That
with my
doesn't
2 3
matter.
3s.
How
How much is coming on me? It's 1 less now, right?
Yeah.
It is 1 less. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13?
So you go to 4.
Okay, I'll go to 4.
Okay.
Rest of us go
Damage.
to dead.
Okay.
Yes.
Dead. Go to 4.
Oh, before Jan
yeah.
dies,
Yeah.
I sack my 4 Eldrazi spawns to Mayhem Devil Jim 4 more times.
That's actually such a satisfying way to win.
Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, such a satisfying way to win.
Where's the original? Okay, this, or I guess let's go to the post game.
Yeah, wrap up.
That's so gross.
I think we can all say confidently that that game was won by the Recti. I didn't control them,
Yeah.
but they won the game.
Well,
Yes.
So and the thing is, like, we were at half of our life totals immediately.
Yeah.
Like that would have been a huge swing if we were at like 40 or 39 or whatever.
Yeah.
It would have been not nearly as
Devastating.
It wouldn't have ended the game necessarily, but I'm actually kind of glad that it did.
It was kind of a sweet turn, especially because it was like so Exacxies.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought that sacrificing my skull clamp that I still controlled, but was
that's
attached to the
clever.
thing, was going to mess up the combat map even just a little bit.
Yeah, that's
that would have
clever.
been really cool.
I mean, it was close, right?
It was really
He
close.
Exacxied me on that one. And like, I mean,
should've dodged.
there's zero chance I would have faded like nine triggers.
You would have gotten 1 more because I attacked with the Mothman too.
That's very funny. Like, I was just hoping to untap with this Mothman because with 9 rad counters, it would have been huge.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't have anything else to say. Hideous Taskmaster. Well, Glaring Flesh Raker.
Glaring Flesh Raker.
And Hideous Taskmaster, yeah.
And all of the Rakdos
Pretty
stuff
good
that
showing
was
from all of these decks, though, eh? Like, even though there were some obviously, like, these decks were not designed to play in this specific ecosystem, obviously.
There was some weird synergies, though, right? Like the rads with the Valgavoth, the making tokens with the Bloodseeker was a little unfortunate.
Everything was so painful. Like, your thing that pinged us all for 1, and then the Bloodseeker was just
Glaring Flesh Raker is a messed up magic card.
Yeah.
It it made me, I think, 6, because I think I only ended up sacking 1, but that's also just 6 mana,
6 mana,
right? Like, it's 6 damage to each opponent, it's 6 mana, it's 6 bodies.
But even then, with the Mayhem Devil and the Bloodseeker, you were taking a ton of damage.
Yeah, well, so that's what I was thinking, right? Like, like when I was going into that turn, I was like this play is insane, but if I don't kill everybody, I'm for sure dead.
Yeah.
like I'm taking so much.
Yeah,
I was
like
at
Jen was
14.
representing lethal Valgavoth damage.
Yeah.
I could have swung in with a lot too.
Like even this guy, right?
I had a
like,
massacre worm in my hand, and what I was waiting for was the turn where Elliot swapped the 2/9 for a 9/2 to cycle Decree of Pain.
-2 would have been sick.
That's funny. Well, Bill had Beastmaster Ascension on.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's like-
so not only that, I was excited for the Beastmaster Ascension, obviously, because I had enough tokens to just attack and turn it on. Scurry of Squirrels, Myriad. This makes 2 7/7s that are attacking the different person. So this represents like 30 damage on its own.
right, he's 7 and he makes 28.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, I
He's
need
35 damage, and then also I had the Chitter Spitter and the Lord in play.
Right.
So at that point, he would have been +3/+3 on top. He would have been a 10/10 that made 2 other 10/10s,
Yeah.
or sorry, 4 other 10/10s. Yeah.
Like, I had 2
would've been
things
sick.
that I was looking for. So I got real aggressive. Do I regret it? Absolutely
No.
not. I was powering up this lumbering Megasloth,
Yeah.
but I actually didn't have enough green source. I only had 2 green sources that
Yeah.
entire game.
And you had so many potatoes.
I didn't want to take a turn off to do this because I was like, two mana 8/8 with trample is actually kind of mid. given this
Bro,
board state.
if you'd played it on the last turn, I steal this.
So it would have been
Crazy.
gross.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
game.
that was a sweet one. I think that our patrons are correct in that these are probably the sweetest precons of 2024.
This card is like quietly so good, right? You
it
drew
doesn't-
6 cards.
I don't know.
or
It's one of those
something?
things where, like, when I first looked at it, I'm like, oh, like dealing damage to your opponent on their turn, like that feels like it's going to be a lot of work. It's not. It's just you just triple.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
That's like another funny interaction, right? It's like I play literally every pain land because of the way this deck works. It's like,
Yeah.
well, take
Shocks,
1 or a
pains,
talisman or
Pay 2 life.
Fetches,
Yeah.
These decks are sweet.
Yeah, they are. But if you want to vote on the next time we do this, we could do this occasionally. Go head up our Patreon. We'll talk more about it in a sec. And before that, I want to thank our sponsors. GameGenic supplies all the cool stuff behind us, all of our sleeves, mats, deck boxes, all that cool stuff. They're great. As well as Burrito Splendido. They're about to drop off some burritos for us, and we're looking very forward to eating them. Queso, green salsa, guac, everything you want. Deck boxes for your guac. And we want to thank all of our patrons who support us directly. They give us money to help produce the show. It is fairly expensive to pay an editor and to have all the lights that we have. We actually have more lights than we used to.
Yeah.
They're very expensive, and the patrons help us offset all those costs. So huge thanks to all of our patrons. And we will catch you next time.